Thank you for joining the Notorious DID. This is the third part of seizure, cataplexy, or sleep apnea. I am Valpray, and I am attempting to put the information out so that maybe we can regulate or figure out specifically what is is going on or is triggering the seizures that we have. We have them regularly, 3 or more times a week. So I went over prior with some of the information that has to do with what we go through, what we've been through with the seizures. That would be my cat Leia, and right now she does not want to listen to anything and wants to mess with what she's messed with, so I apologize. If I were to pause every time she make a noise, I'd be paused forever. So if you hear something, this is what it is. The situation I was explain last that a lot of it is take place when we come from sleep, and is very true. We do have we have that happen a lot more than anything else now. Not so much in the beginning. The beginning was from while awake, but farther we go, he's while asleep and wake up into what other people would consider like a sleep paralysis, form of sleep paralysis. I pause because I can't keep remember what it's called. So when you come into this while you're asleep, there's not much you can do. You have to kind of write it out. Sometimes it can be for a matter of the shortest I think we've had is probably about half an hour. So half hour to lots of hours. We can have this circumstance, the situation, rather it be that we went into seizure while we were awake or asleep. We can have it for hours, and not 4 hours, but 4 hours, meaning more hours. So we can have it for many hours if it doesn't make it more understandable. So many hours, meaning we can have the seizure for half a day. Sooner or later within the seizure, the mind catches up with the body and we just black out. So we can be laying there for a long time. We don't know how long, of course, because you have no conception of time when you have no ability to consciously verify time. As a matter of fact, sometimes it seems like it's probably a lot longer than it is, only because you have no concept of time. A lot of times we'll have an alarm set, so sometimes it's shocking because we'll hear the alarm go off that we had an alarm set for 2-3 hours later, and it's going off So you know for a fact it's been 2 or 3 hours that you've been in the circumstance. But beyond that, if you don't have it on any kind of alarm state or nothing, or no, so is you don't know. But you do know when you wake up. Sometimes you wake up and you don't know, is it daylight? Is it day? Is it night? Is it what is it? Especially if it's been a long seizure, you the confusion, the longer the seizure, the more of the confusion you have with it. And we also seem to have more of our effects after waking up. We can go to sleep as one party and wake up as another. So we have more the effects with the D.I.D, switch alters with the seizures as well. Sometimes this can take place a lot. So when we had the seizure in the sleep today, the party that became awake or aware first, because as you can tell, my cats are very noisy and evidently have this it's confusing between us. Some of us believe his name is Habaros, and some believe his name is Havaros. I say Havaros. So anyway, the dog, the demon dog, that is within, he's actually a dog. His owner is one of our authors as well, Magdalena, who is some know as the lady in black. She wear nothing but black, and Havaros is her dog. So I don't know if all know or no. So that's just a bit of information. Anyway, he come out because of Leia make noise, and Leia evidently irritate him. And when we become partly conscious, Havaros come out. Now Havaros not going to, don't worry, Havaros not going to physically come out and hurt none of the kitties. They're fine. It's just more or less of growling and anger, annoyance that he have, and he display with growling. But then most of the time is very very short time that this take place, and then somebody else change out. So it went from Havaros to Barbara Jean Maxwell, whom you've met. She's British, and then Barbara did not want to do the videos about this, so I came about, and I'm the one who became conscious and woke. So it's just a little bit of backstory for just the one time uh, that we've encountered today. How long will I stay in place? If that's a question, I do not know. Uh, when will be the next seizure? I do not know. We do not know at all when we will have the seizures. As I say, maybe sometime we get half an hour warning. Maybe sometime because we're on medication for ADHD or ADD, or anyway, we're on medication for ADD, and to maintain focus on things of this nature. When one of those medications is taken, it does boost the ability to come out of the seizure sometimes, not all the time. So sometimes if we manage to move within the seizure and we take one of these medications, then we're able to get out of the seizure faster. Sometimes no. Sometimes it does not kick in until after we have become full-fledged out of the seizure, and then an hour or two later, then the medication kicks in. So it's not a surefire way to make things better or make it easier. So even that is not a fail-safe. It's just something that we found that can sometimes help. So I've run over again, and I will make another segment of these. So if like, share, comment, subscribe. If you have any ideas, please do share them with me and my community, because it's a very important topic to attempt to understand, if not even be able to possibly get rid of at some point, or at least make less of. So thank you for joining the Notorious DID. Goodbye.